What's the scariest space fact mystery in your opinion? A few people have said this, but just the size of space is creepy to me. That far away. But what almost depresses me more that unlike in Stargate, I will never be able to travel to any of it. Would love to see what's out there. Ever gone on a road trip and hit a patch where you're just driving for hours and you don't see anything exciting? I've experienced this in Australia, Canada, and USA, all very large countries. Imagine doing that for years traveling to another planet. On the surface of Mars right now is a blur CD. God help us if aliens find that first. Rogue planets, planets that do not follow any given orbit. They may have been in an orbit at one time, but now they refuse to play by the rules. They were most likely knocked out of their orbit by another body, and now they are set on doing the same. I think everything is terrifying about space, and I fucking love it. But one thing it scares me a lot, it's if space is infinite, imagine what kind of gigantic monster can be in there. There is literally no end to the universe. No matter how long we study it, there will always be stuff that we will never know just because of the vastness of space. The fact that a city-killing asteroid can slip through our detection systems and kill millions at any moment wouldn't matter much, not like we can do anything about it. The time-gravity relationship, it freaks me out. It's bigger than anyone could ever hope to comprehend. There could be life, but not in the way we think. Like a virus that our immune system simply can't take, and we can't cure or make a vaccine for. This was actually thought of before, when the crew from Apollo 11 came back from the moon. They were quarantined for 3 weeks just in case they did have some kind of space virus. Heat death. That one keeps me up at night. There is a section of ocean where the closest help at any time is 250-ish miles straight up. On the ISS. That the Milky Way galaxy has an estimated 10 million black holes. The coldest place in the universe is not the Boomerang Nebula, or even in space. No, it's the inside of a D-wave quantum computer, at 15 MK. Getting sucked into a black hole literally turns you into spaghetti. Humans exist within a time frame of Earth's life where the moon is just at the right distance that we have solar and lunar eclipses the way we do now. The coincidence is just a little too uncanny for my tastes, but it also shows how things can just majestically turn out the way they do out of pure chance. The fact that when you look at the sun you see it as it was 8 minutes ago, meaning if it were to explode we wouldn't see it explode until 8 minutes because that is the amount of time it takes for the light of the sun to reach Earth. There's a region of space where the ever-present cosmic radiation from the Big Bang is missing. The radiation is everywhere as space except this area there's none. Why am I reading this thread? It's scary and depressing. Nothing is forever, not me, not the Earth, not the sun, not our galaxy, and not the universe. One time there will be nothing, and no one that taught makes me feel useless and scared, but it calms me down when I'm stressed. Space is composed entirely of cheese whiz, but they won't admit it. They paint the sky black at night to keep us all fooled. There's an exoplanet where it is so hot that it rains iron. Someday, all the hydrogen will burn out, trillions of years in the future, and there will be no activity or energy, and everything will be so far apart that it will just be a cold, dark wasteland with no life or light. If you were to instantly take off your space suit while floating in space, the side of your body facing the sun would cook while the other would freeze, everything in just under a couple of seconds. Gamma ray bursters. One burst can wipe out all life in a 3,000 light-year radius. And we don't know if there's a candidate star or not within that distance. False vacuum. Summed up, the universe can at any point cease to exist. We wouldn't witness even a trillionth of a second of the event. It would just happen. Aliens 65 million light years away could theoretically see the dinosaurs on Earth with a microscope advanced enough. The notion that if there is other intelligent life in the universe, it might be in their best interest to annihilate any life they find. And ours, even if we haven't realized it yet. I'm not sure I have it exactly right, but here goes. The observable universe has been expanding away from us at the speed of light. So even if we invented a light-speed craft, we couldn't escape the space we have already seen. There could be 40 billion Earth-like planets, more than all of us in the world to have one, but we won't own a planet. The fact that we are so insanely small and vulnerable, and that literally any time we can get killed. If you start getting sucked into a black hole, the further you get sucked in, the redder you would look and the slower you would get. So if you were looking at someone while you were getting sucked into a black hole, they would look like the Flash. The idea that if you were to be pulled into a black hole, that because of how it bends time and light you'd see the beginning of the universe, at least for a split second before being ripped to shreds. I would say the great filter. The fact that, if we find other species that are at our technological level, it means that humanity is doomed to die, and we'll have to live knowing that our death is coming, scares me. These comments are not helping my disturbed sleep pattern or general anxiety feelings. Yet I'm still here at nearly 12 a.m.